In previous class, we have understood about the union and intersection of two sets. Now, using union and intersection of two sets in the applications. So, see, this exercise 1.6 is dealing with the applications of all union and intersection of sets. So, one important formula that we have done in previous class is number of element in X union Y is equal to number of element in X plus number of element in Y minus n X intersection Y. So that was the formula that we have learned in previous class, and with the help of Venn diagram you can understand this again also. Thus if it is A, this is B, then all element in A union B. So when I count complete A, so remember this this dotted one, I've counted it once in number of element in X. When I count number of elements in B, so I'll again count this portion, and so this portion middle one is been counted twice. So that has to be subtracted once at least. So you subtract n x intersection y once. So your formula of n x union y is equal to nx plus ny minus n x intersection y. So we use this formula, and this question you see, it's given to us that nx has 17 elements and number of elements in y is 23, and number of elements in x union y equal to 38. We have to find number of elements in x intersection y. So we'll substitute all the values. This is 38 given to us, this is nx equal to 17, and this is given to us 23, and this we don't know, we have to calculate this x intersection y. So this you can see, this is 40, this is 38, and this is n x intersection y. So your n x intersection y will be 40 minus 38. So your answer is 2. So you see that what we have found, it means that this dotted area has two elements. Also keep in mind that Venn diagram also very important to understand. This is the formula that you should apply, but Venn diagram, how and where the values are getting represented, that is also important to note down. That this will help us in doing questions of higher levels. Now come to this question number 2. In a group of 400 people, 250 can speak English, Hindi can speak Hindi, and 200 can speak English. How many people can speak both Hindi and English? So this and word you you can underline and understand what that mean is. That and means people those who speak both Hindi and English. So it means that and is somewhere representing that intersection. So if I make a Venn diagram, and let's say this for Hindi and this for English, then here they're asking you how many people are here in this intersection area. So this question and this question are the same. The difference is that they have asked this problem in words, and here you can see the numbers were given directly. So that's okay, we can solve this also. Now NH union English, so you can take that E. So that will be equal to NH plus NE minus NH intersection E. So EH represents Hindi and E represent English. So you see what information you have, 400 people. So it means 400 people, this is the union, and 250, these are the people those who speak Hindi. So this is 250, and 200 people can speak English. So this value, this H intersection E, you have to find. So this H intersection E you can find with the help of this formula. This is 450, so this is 450 minus 400, so this is 50. So it means that in this area there are 50 people. 50 means these people speak both languages, Hindi as well as English. Now come to this question number 3. In a group of 70 people, 37 like coffee, 52 like tea, and each person likes at least one of the two drinks. This line you please underline in your book also, and I'll emphasize on this line what does it mean actually. So see now, if we draw the Venn diagram, then Venn diagram can be drawn this way: one for tea and one for coffee, and this is the universal. Here you can see 70 people are in the group. So it means if I take N, T union C, T means people who like tea, C means number of people who like, a set of people, those who like coffee. So this is NT plus NC minus NT intersection C. Now according to this information, in a group of 70 people, means total people are 70. So this is the group 70. Number of people who like coffee are 37. So this is number of coffee 37, and 52 like tea. So this is 52, and each person likes at least one of the two drinks. How many likes both tea and, this and word I told you earlier, this and means this intersection. They're asking number of people those who like tea as well as coffee. So this area can be calculated. T, this is T intersection C. So T intersection C will be, this is, you can this is 379 and 5289 minus 70. So your difference is 19. So it means 19 people are there who are in this a common area. But now come to this point: how many means each person likes at least one of the two drinks. What does it mean? I just want to emphasize on this line that there is no person who does not like tea or coffee. It means at least one month, means कम से कम एक और maximum there are two orderings, so tea and coffee both. So यहाँ पर कोई भी एक ऐसा इंसान नहीं है in a group of 70 people who does not like either tea or coffee. It simply means in this area, out of this circle, there is no person here. It means everyone is liking either tea or coffee or both, but there is no one who is not liking neither tea nor coffee. So this is the area where if somebody is here, it means the person is not liking tea, person is not liking coffee. So please keep in mind this very important line, at least. So at least one means everyone is liking at least tea or coffee. Now come to question number 7. In a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket and tennis. How many like tennis only and not cricket? So you see this question now. This question number 7 is, in a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket and there are 10 people who like tennis and cricket. It means this 10 is coming into the intersection area. So if I make the Venn diagram, then this Venn diagram, this is your cricket and this is your tennis. So 65 people are there in total and 10 people are coming in this intersection area. How many like tennis only? So how many like tennis only means this much area. How many people will be there? They are asking. And how many like tennis? And how many like tennis means including this complete circle of tennis. So we'll apply the formula and we'll get the answer, that N cricket union tennis will be, you can assume in the beginning that C is a set of people who like cricket and T is a set of people who like tennis. So this way you can start, or if you start directly we can understand that also. So this is number of element in C, number of elements in T minus NC intersection T. So you can see there are 65 people in total. So this is 65. Number of people those who like cricket are 40. Number of people who like tennis, it's not given, but intersection is given to us 10. So now we can simplify. This is 30 plus N number of elements in T. So number of elements in T will be 65 minus 30, which is 35. So your part 1 answers that how many like tennis can be answered. Number of people who like tennis is 35. So but they're asking you how many like tennis only. So number of people who like tennis only. So tennis only means they're asking you this shaded part. Tennis only, this shaded part. So here you can see, if you take this complete circle which is representing T and you subtract this 10, so you will get a number of people who likes tennis only, because these 10 people are those people also who like cricket as well. So you will get answer when you subtract 35 minus 10. So your answer is 25. So 25 people are those people who like tennis only. And they are asking like how many people like tennis. So tennis, number of people those who like tennis is 35. Now extra part I have made in this question, that is how many like at least one of the two sports. Now one of the two sports, what does it mean? At least one of the two sports means कम से कम एक sport, और maximum how many sports are there? Two sports. So this part is actually this extra part is nothing, just they are asking you N C union T. So this is how the language can be put into the question. So you please take care of this. So extra part you have to calculate N C union T, that is already there. So you just have to write 65. That's it. Now we are coming to the very important part of Venn diagram, when there are three sets and all three sets are joint sets. See, basically how to understand this Venn diagram, I can explain you the formula, as well as you can understand the graphically how I am representing this areas, different areas. So first we derive the formula what A union B union C will be. So your A union B union C will be number of elements in A. You just keep in mind that A means the complete circle you have taken once. N B, so NB means you have taken this complete circle, plus NC, you have taken this complete circle. But you see few areas are here which are counted twice. For example, this area you see, for the time being this much area, it was counted in A and it was also counted in B. You observe that this area is counted twice, this area is counted twice, and this area is also counted twice. So it means these area are to be subtracted once. So this area is minus N A intersection B minus N, this is this area is A intersection C, and this area is minus N B intersection C. But you see that this area which is at the center is counted thrice. So this I am making with bigs, this dots. So this area is counted thrice, once, one in A, then in B, and then in C. So this area is counted three times, and rest of the areas are counted twice. So this means that we have to subtract this area, or we have to see what now we have done. So it was counted thrice, but here it is subtracted once. You can see A intersection B means we are subtracting this area, this blue ones. So we have subtracted once. Here in A intersection C also we have subtracted it once, and this B intersection C we have subtracted this middle area again once. So it means this area earlier it was counted thrice, but here in these three steps which are written in blue letter, these are now subtracted. This area has been subtracted three times. So three times you added first, and then three times you subtracted first. It means now it's null. So ultimately you have to add it once. So this is A intersection B intersection C. So this is how you have to take care of this. Now I am going to discuss this with Venn diagram with area in terms of areas. So let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C. This is A, this is B, this is C. So I am using small letters to represent different areas, and we'll discuss the areas one by one. See, the previous Venn diagram was smaller, so I just made it bigger. See, now we are discussing this small a first. What that small a? Here, this small a area is representing the intersection of all three sets. If I consider this as B, so this B is the area in which I am considering A intersection B, but I can say that only intersection A and B, because here if I take this A also, it means I am taking A intersection B intersection C as well. So that B area is the intersection of A and B only. Remember all the words which I am saying. This B area is representing the area of A and B only. Let's say this point, this is C. So this C is the area, small c. So this is the area representing the common area of only A and C. This is D. So this is the area representing B and C's intersection only. Means this D, in which you will find only element which are related to B and only to C. So now A, B, C, D, E, you take this now E. So E is the area which is representing A only. F is the area which is representing B only. B only means you are not taking B, not taking A, not taking D. You are taking F, means only B. So EF, this is G. So G is the area which is representing C only. And this is H, the area which is not coming under any of the circle A, B, C. So this is the area where elements are not belonging to A, not belonging to C, not belonging to A, B, C. Any of the three sets, it's not belonging, and it's belonging to universal. So please keep in mind, now the questions which are coming to us from miscellaneous exercise, we are going to discuss with the help of this. We can use formula also if you want, no issue, but this Venn diagram is made keeping in mind your calculations should be lesser, and you should get the visualization how the elements are representing differently in the universal set. So this formula, using this formula is not compulsory for the coming questions, but this you can use, no doubt in it. But we are going to discuss all the problems which are related to three sets under universal set with the help of this Venn diagram. Now let's discuss this question number 13 from miscellaneous exercise. So in a survey, this is from miscellaneous exercise. So in a survey of 600 students in a school. So this is the survey conducted on 600 students in a school. Out of 600, 150 students were found to be taking tea and 25 taking coffee and 100 were taking both tea and coffee. So in this question, you see it's not given to us. For example, if you go to any student out of 600, is it possible or not that student is not liking tea, neither liking tea nor liking coffee? So this is quite possible. What does it mean? I'm repeating my question to you again. Out of these 600 people, students, there is a possibility that there is no student who liking either tea or coffee. It means there are some students who will be lying in this area, out of this circle area. See, because there is a possibility that out of 600 students, there are some students who do not like tea nor coffee. So this way you can see that here there are some people existing. So we'll write all the information one by one. This is number of tea. The people are 150, and number of coffee, for number of coffee you can see that this is 225, and 100 are the people, those who like tea and coffee both. So this is T intersection C, which is 100. Now I have shown this also, this area, this common area has 100 students. So your question now to find number of people who do not like uh, coffee or tea. So how will you find the how will you find the area here? How means the number of students those who are lying in this area. So you see this 100 is, you know, the complete, you can find the universal union of two sets. You have the formula n c union t will be number of elements t, which is or nc, you can write that nc plus nt minus nt intersection c. So this is nc means 225, this is nt means 150, and this is 100. So if you do the calculation, this is 275. So these 275 actually are representing this complete area. In this complete area there are 275 students. It means 600, and number of elements in universal is 600. So out of 600, 275 are liking tea, at least tea, or some of them liking coffee, and both also. So number of student who are not liking tea or coffee, they will be 600 minus, you subtract from this complete universal set, you subtract this n t union c. So this is 600 minus 275, so this is 325. So this 325 are the students who are not liking tea or not liking coffee. So this is the answer of this part. This question number 14. In a group of students, 100 students know Hindi, 50 know English, and 25 know both. Each of the students know either Hindi or English. How many students are there in the group? So it means what they're asking is the most important question of this miscellaneous exercise. You read this question. In a survey, it was found that 21 liked product A, 26 liked product B, 29 liked product C, 14 people liked product A and B, 12 people liked product A and C, and 14 people liked product B and C. And there are 8 people, those who like all three products A, B, C. So again, now we are not going to use formula, because formula, you know, will make you confused, and lot of formulas and lot of things have to be taken care. So we'll take the help of this small a, small b, small c, small d, e, f, g, h. So this area, I told you earlier what this area is representing. A representing the area of the intersection of all three sets A, B, C. So let's start with this, and basically these types of questions must be started from this common area of all three sets. So we start from this question from this way, we go that way. From last line we read first, and then second line, then second, third line, the third last, fourth last, fifth last, and then we go to the first statement, that 21 light product A. So you see A, how many people are there in A? So this is given to us 8. So we can write this as 8. We can write here also that A is 8. You can represent this A, B, C, D in the Venn diagram, and you can write the value directly, no issue. Now second last line is that 14 people like product B and C. So you can see B and C. So B and C is the area of A and D. So this is A plus D. Area A and D is representing the common area of B and C both. So there are 14 people. So this is BC, this is 14. So you can take the value of D as 14 minus 8, because value of A is 8. So this is 6. So we can write that here also D equal to 6. Now read the third line. The third line is 12 people like product A and C. This A and C means C and small c and small a equal to 12. So from here you can get the value of small c, which is 12 minus 8. This is 4. This is intersection of A and C. So you've got the value of C as 4. So you may write it here 4. Now next one, this 14 people like product A and B. So A and B, there are 14 people. So you see 14 A and B में B plus A equal to 14 given है. See, so B will be 14 minus 8. So B will be 6. So you can write this value B here as 6. So this is 6. Now back to the this information. 29 liked product C. So 29 means what? You see that C has A, this A, D, C, G. So this A plus D plus C plus G is given to you as 29. So we can find this value of D. You can find this value G directly as this 29 means this complete one is 29. You can subtract this 4, you can subtract this 8, and you can subtract this 6 also. This is 4, 8, 12, 18. So this is 18. So here you can get 11. So now G is the area which is representing C only. And now you have answered the question which was asked. How many liked product C? So your answer here is 11. But we have to discuss rest of the question, so we have to complete this Venn diagram. Now come to this next information. 26 like product B. So B means this F plus this B plus A plus D. So F can be found as 26 minus A, which is 8. This is B, which is 6, and this is D, which is also 6. So this is 12, 8, 20. So this is 6. So this F is your 6. So F means F is the number of people who like product B only. Remember this, F is the area that represent B only. Now come to next part, that 21 like product A. So A, you can see that E area, small e, will be 21 minus 6, which is B, minus A, which is 8, minus C, which is 4. So this is 8, 6, 14, 18, and so this will be 3. This is 8, 12, 12, 6, 18. So E is 3. Now after finding the values of each variable A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you can answer all the parts of the questions very easily. You can see that part, your second part is asking, the first part answer is 11. Second part, this is part 1, this is part 2. Part 2 is saying liked at most one product. You should now understand the language. At most means what? At most means ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक. So ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक का मतलब है, you have to now see that now at most one product means either the person is not liking, the number of people those who are not liking any of the product, means this H area they are asking, or max to max one product. Max to max one product means either A only, B only, or C only. So this H value, it's not given to us because this universal is not given to us. So H we cannot find. So here we assume that this H equal to 0, means there is no person who is coming out of these circles area. So there is no person who is not liking any of the product. So we are assuming this is H equal to 0 because this is not given to us in a survey how many people are there. So we'll take this number as 0. So here your answer of one product only, one product only means this is H. The area that you have to found, this is E plus F plus G. So H is 0, E is 3, F is 6, and G is 11. So your answer of this part will be 3, 6, 9, 9, 11. This will be 20. Now part third. Part third is they are asking liked at least two product. At least means kam se kam do. But here how many are maximum possibilities? 3. Maximum 3, but minimum should be 2. So you see that 2 is means they are asking B plus C plus D. This is what? The 2. At least 2 and 3 also. So it means minimum 2 and maximum can be 3. So 3 means product people who like all 3 product. So we'll add all these value. B is 6, C is 4, and D is 6 and A is 8. So this is 10, 10, 16, 16 plus 8, this is 24. So there are 24 people who liked at least 2 product. Now please subscribe this channel everyone, and please so that you can all get the notifications, as I normally keep putting the videos. So better you all subscribe this channel. Thank you.